Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today our topic is about the history of motherboard. History of motherboard. So that is the heading of our topic. So let's start. The motherboard is a critical component of a computer that allows all other hardware components to communicate with each other. It is essentially the nervous system of a computer, providing connections between the central processing unit, memory, storage device, and other peripherals. Over the years, motherboards have gone through numerous iterations and improvement to become the sophisticated and powerful components we know today. It is easy, and in this essay, we will examine the history of the motherboard from its earliest beginning to its current state. So first, we will discuss about its early development. So the first motherboard was developed in 1970s. The first motherboard was developed in the 1970s for early computer systems like the Altier 188000 and IBM PC. These are early motherboards were simple and consisted of a circuit board with a few connectors for a CPU, memory, and other components. They were typically custom designed for specific computer models and lacked the stabilization that would become a hallmark of modern motherboard. On the earliest standardized motherboard was IBM PC-80 motherboard, which was introduced in 1984. Which was introduced in 1984. This motherboard features this motherboard featured a standard set of connectors and slot for components like the CPU, memory, and expansion cards. The PC-80 motherboard set the standards for future motherboard, and many of its features are still found on a modern motherboard today. So we discuss about the expansion of features. So as a computer technology advanced, so too did the features, the capabilities of motherboards. In the 1990s, motherboards began to incorporate more advanced features like integrated sound and video cards, as well as support for a high-speed memory and fastest CPU. This era also saw the rise of ATX form factor, which standardized the size and the layout of the motherboard and their components. In the 1990s and the early 2000s, motherboards began to incorporate features like USB and Firewire port, which allowed for faster data transfer between the computer and external devices like camera and drives. This era also saw the introduction of serial ATA, you also known as a for SATA connectors, which replaced the older parallel ATA connectors and allowed for fast data transfer from the storage device. Now we talk about the multi-core CPUs. With the advent of a multiple core CPUs in the mid of 2000s, motherboard had to adopt to support for these new processors. This meant adding more powerful and a power faces, you can say that, to the motherboard and to support the increased power demand of the multiple core CPUs, as well as incorporate more advanced cooling solution to keep the processor and other components cool under heavy load. Additionally, motherboard began to incorporate features like SLI and crossfire, which allowed as you know, for multiple graphic cards to be used together for improvement of gaming for performance. This era also saw the rise of overclocking, which involves pushing the CPU and the other components beyond their stock speed to achieve the higher performance. Now we'll talk about the modern era. Today, motherboards continue to evolve and improve, incorporating the latest technologies and features. Modern motherboards feature support for the latest CPUs from companies like Intel and AMD, as well as advantageous features like M2 motherboard for a high-speed NVMe SSD, you can say solid-state drives, and Thunderbolt 3 port for lightning fast data transfer. Modern motherboard also incorporate advanced in networking features like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity, as well as advanced audio and video capabilities. Additionally, many modern motherboards featured advanced RGB lighting and other customization options, allowing users to create a unique and personalization builds. So we now come to the conclusion. The the history of the motherboard is a testament to the rapid advancement of our computer technologies over the past several decades. From simple circuit boards with a and a few connectors of sophisticated and powerful components with advanced features and capabilities. Motherboards have come a long way, and as technology continues to advance, we can expect motherboards to continue to evolve and improve, providing the foundation for the next generation of computing devices. So our topic is end here. I hope you like the video and subscribe our channel. So thank you and Allah Hafiz.